great. Like, they were obviously trying to make a push there at the end. They started trapping, picking up full court, and our guys just continued to make the right play, hit the open man, and that, I think that was evident synopsis of the game is JT Thor, wide open, made the right play, and he bangs the three. It was great. Our guys just kept trusting the pass and making the simple play after play the whole game, and I think that was really the tell for us.
Can you speak to Bub's performance? He was hot from deep, probably his best three-point shooting game in maybe a few months.
I loved his floor game. I just liked how he can control the tempo. Obviously, he was one controlling what we were running offensively down the stretch. He was really calm, great composure, got us organized, and we were able to get great shots. And then obviously he made threes, but I really liked his floor game tonight. It was really good.
What did you think about the presence of mind from JT to fake, make sure that Monk kind of gave him some space, and then take the three?
Great play. Great composure by the whole team, but big shot for sure.
Anthony Gill, 10 points, 31 minutes. With the level of consistency he brings you guys as a person day to day, what's it like to give him this amount of extended minutes and see him perform the way he did?
Anytime he gets an opportunity, this is how he plays. Like, he's so locked into everything that we're doing. So when he gets extended minutes, this is not surprising. He does this stuff every day in practice, and I give him some time during certain games in short minutes because he can handle that responsibility. Then with extended minutes, he's always producing because he's always making the right play, and he plays so hard. Great competitor.
17 for 43 from three. What do you think allowed that?
I think it was just because we talked about that. Someone asked me in the pregame. We just trusted our process. Like, play with pace. They put two on the ball, move it, continue to move it, and we're going to get great shots. And I think that we continue to do that throughout the game. That led to us being able to shoot an efficient night from three.
Hi, Coach. How important is it to you getting to watch the young guys evolve as closers as the season's gone on?
Yeah, I think this is great experiences for them. Like, learning how to play in these situations. I'm calling timeouts. I'm drawing plays up, execution, play with a lead, how to take good shots. All these things are great. I thought those guys handled it really well.
Mm-hmm. And on a game like this, 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗓 Johnson at 19, how does his explosiveness and ability to change gears add another dimension to the Wizards' young core a night like this?
You can see his speed, his ability to get downhill, create shots for himself, but also create shots for others. So that gives us a great little thing to have on our roster, where a guy can create like that. When the shot clock's going down, he can create a shot for himself. Like, those are nice things to have, for sure.
How did Rashawn hurt himself, and how is he feeling?
He was a little banged up before, and I think he just got hit in the game. Hopefully it's not too bad, but he got hit. I don't know exactly when, but it was pretty. Obviously he wasn't out there for too long. So.
Coach, Alex Starr was he had a much better night offensively tonight than against the Heat. What do you think went into that? How did he have a better night overall?
I think it's always to bounce back. I think that just shows you who Alex is. His character and the work he puts in. You're gonna have some tough games in this league. That's part of the deal. Everybody does. But it's always how you bounce back, and he bounced back really well tonight.
And what have you seen from JT Thor overall, just since?
You can see his length, his size, defensive versatility. Obviously made the big three tonight, but I like what his size is and how he can guard multiple positions. It's been a nice addition to our roster.
Alex cracked 100 career three-pointers tonight. Bub is now second amongst his rookie class in three-pointers made, and Keyshawn's already over 100. So what could you say about them as shooters for this team?
I didn't know all that, but thank you for sharing. It just shows you the work they've put in. That's the stuff that's the most important to me. We talked about that with Jordan. These aren't things that are done by accident. There's a lot of work behind the scenes that these guys are putting a massive amount of time working on their craft. And the fact that they're above that number is great, but I'm sure they want to keep getting better, and I know these guys are going to keep working at it.
Coach, can you talk about A.J. Johnson's growth these last couple games? Like, it seems like he's just getting better and better each game it comes in.
Yeah, these are great experiences for him. I've been very impressed with how he's handled these opportunities. But we're learning about him daily, like what he can do out there, how we can put him in positions to be successful. But obviously we love his explosiveness, but we like his feel for the game. But getting a chance to do these in fourth quarter games is just going to accelerate his growth. So these are good situations for us for the rest of the year to be in.
I think we all can see that they're handling it pretty well. There's ups and downs to the season. For us, we're trying to finish the season strong, and those are the guys we're going to go with. they didn't have a chance throughout the first part of the season, so now is their chance to show what they can do, how they can contribute to the foundation moving forward. So they're doing a great job, unbelievable job. Couldn't be more proud of them.
This is the first time I think we're speaking with you since AJ has kind of taken off. So with him specifically, what have you seen from him? What do you like?
Super talented guy. He works extremely hard. This guy is in the gym always. He's soaking up every piece of information that you give him. He's going to be a great player in this league. I think there's really no choice for him other than to be great. He has the athletic ability. He's gaining the knowledge of the game, and his upside is unbelievable.
With such a young team, how have you approached mentorship, and how has it changed since it has early in your career?
I honestly don't see it as mentorship. I just love to go through life with people. I have a chance right now to go through life with some guys who are really young. We have some older guys on the team too, and I get to go through life with them as well. I learn a lot from the young guys. They may learn some things from me, but really it's a partnership, and we're just here trying to get better every day.
You had a really nice game tonight, AG, and you had some nice role plays today, especially that putback earlier in the game. What does it feel like to be thrust into the game in a situation like this and also contribute to a win?
It feels great just to be on the court in general. I am a basketball player. We're all here for a reason, and that's because we can play basketball at a high level. So when I get that chance to go out there on the court, I just want to give everything I have. Some cool plays happened tonight. I was very thankful for that. Ultimately, we got the win, and can't complain.
AG, what do you think about how the way the team closed out today's win says about the group?
I think it says a lot about the future of this organization. If we can finish the game like that against a team who is fighting for the playoffs, and we're a team that has nothing to lose right now. We're a team that's fighting for a foundation, fighting for something that's going to be bigger than ourselves in the future. So I think that our future is bright. It says a lot about the team. It says a lot about the guys that we have, the organization, the pieces that they put together, our training staff, our strength and conditioning staff, our analytics. Everyone does a great job of working together as a team, and we're building something special here.
What do you think about 𝗙𝗢𝗟 just from being around him for a whole season?
𝗙𝗢𝗟 is my guy, man. He's gotten so much better throughout this year. I think having the ability to play in these games and be able to make mistakes, be able to have plays or flashes that he can show himself that, I can do this at a high level. He's going to be a great player in this league, and just watching him grow throughout this year, I'm excited to see what he's going to do in the future.
AG, how did you feel about JT Thor's last shot? What's your thoughts on that?
Oh, I was so happy when he hit that. He had not really contributed offensively, in the stat sheets. I don't think he'd a shot before that. And that was a big three for him. I could see it on his face, the fact that he hadn't scored. It was weighing him down a little bit. But when he hit that shot, I think I was a little bit too excited. I'm glad they called the timeout so I can, kind of celebrate with him for a little bit. But it was great to see that. Again, speaking to the young talent that we have on this team, the sky's the limit for us, really, with all the young talent that we have.
To some advice, I guess I might as well ask, do you give any advice when guys are going through shooting slumps like that, the young guys, where nothing's hitting? Can you give us some insight if you can?
Yeah, I always just tell people to stay with it. There's going to be games like that. You can't think too much into it. I myself have to say the same thing to myself. If I miss a shot, I'm really hard on myself. And the one thing that I always tell myself is there's going to be another one. And when that opportunity comes, you need to be ready for it. I always say the same thing to those guys as well.
It'll help us immensely. We're all 460 of us in the league or whatever know how to play basketball, but we're not necessarily always in those critical game-winning scenarios. And we're in a point in the year where guys like me and Tricky or Tristan and all those AJ, we're in the point of the year where we can get those reps, get that experience, and it's obviously ain't gonna do nothing but better us.
Is that what you call him? You call him Tricky?
Yeah, that's
nice.
Tricky. Yeah.
You've played every game this season. You could close out the season playing all 82. Was that something that you thought about coming into the season? You wanted to be like an Iron Man for this team, and how much does that mean to you?
Oh, that means a lot to me, actually. That's definitely one of the goals I had set for myself. It's one of the goals that the organization knows I have. They're fighting to get that with me, training staff, player development, myself included. Obviously, I take pride in that.
Hey, Bub, hope you're doing well. This
Thank
is
you.
your highest scoring performance in almost 2 months. What led to that?
The ball just went in today a lot more than usual. I was making some threes. I made 5 of them. Yeah, that helped.
And this was a night where it seemed like all the young guys played well. What's that like being a part of when all things are clicking at once and it's the rookies and it's the sophomores on the team?
It's special, especially going against guys that are well known in this league, and then seeing that we can, hang with them or even beat them. Guys like Malik Monk, Zach LaVine, Sabonis, all those guys, like, those are real solidified dudes in the league, obviously, that we playing against every night. So to see how we match up with them, how we attack those guys, and how we, sometimes beat those guys is obviously a special thing.
Hey, sorry, you go first.
Yeah, Bub, what would you say is the skill you've improved on the most so far this season?
I would say, for myself, navigating like screens on defense. It's like a defensive thing. Like I get hit by a lot of screens. I mean, it's natural, but the best defenders don't get hit a lot. So that's one thing I'm trying to work on, and I think I'm getting better at it.
And then it feels like everyone has a good AG story about how he's helped them. Your first season, has he helped you in any particular way that stands out to you?
Yes, Anthony Gill, man, that is a guy. That is he's helped, like, he just said everyone. He's helped me especially. He's actually waiting for me right now to take me home. So, that just kind of says what kind of guy he is. This would be a completely different team without AG. So he's a really big piece for us, and we appreciate him every day for being the kind of guy that he is.
Do you two live close to each other, or is he going like out of his way?
Out of his way. That's just who he is, though, and he won't have it no other way. I told him to leave. He won't leave. He's sitting in his car right now.
Bub, you're now second amongst your rookie class in career three-pointers. You, Keyshawn, and Alex are all over 100 three-pointers for your career so far, amongst the top 6. What does it feel like to have all 3 of you guys as real good shooters in this league already?
Yeah, that's special. That's special. I mean, we can shoot, and we know we can. Our coach lets us. He has confidence in us. As you see, we're not shy to take any threes. And that's a testament to our, like I said, our confidence our coach put in us and the work that we put in ourselves. Like, we know we can shoot. Fans know we can shoot. Coaches know we can shoot, so we're going to shoot them, and it's working for us. Who's first?
Jalen Wells, Memphis.
Okay.
Since it's close to the end of the year, end of the season, can you talk about how much growth you've had since the All-Star break and just getting up to this point with the great game?
I mean, I couldn't tell you anything like statistically, anything like that. Just kind of how I feel. I feel as though I am growing. In kind of almost every aspect of the game, I think it's just going to come with experience. Like, I'm getting to see a lot more. So, and I think that it'll ultimately help me, like, indefinitely. Like, I think I'm a visual learner. Like, I got to see it. I got to be in it to know it. And then once I'm in it a few times, I'm going to master it.
Also, my last question is, how'd you feel about JT's Thor's last 3, sealing that? What was your kind of thoughts going through that?
Oh, yeah, I was super excited for him. I joke with him because I wasn't familiar with this game when we first came here. Like, I heard of him, but, like, I didn't know what he could do. I asked him, like, could you shoot? And he said he could. I said, you ain't showing me nothing. So it was kind of been like the joke we had for the last few games, and hasn't really been shooting at 3, but he been doing everything else for us, scoring, layups, dunks, defending, and then he got that 3 to fall today. So I was excited for him.
Bub, I spoke with AJ before the game. I asked him about your relationship, you two. He said Bub was my guy. First of all, I didn't know you two played against each other in high school.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah, we did.
Do you remember that game at all?
Yeah, we did. I do. I got MVP of that game. So I remember that game very well.
Well, what can you say about the relationship you have with him, and what do you think about him as a player?
Yeah, AJ, that's my guy for sure. I felt like we clicked well. Obviously, I've known him for a longer time. Got a lot of the same habits, a lot of the like kind of work ethic, a lot of the same kind of background, family background, all that kind of stuff. So we spent a lot of time together trying to make each other better and all that stuff. And AJ on the court, obviously, as y'all see, is a freak of nature. Like he Showtime. That's what I call him. And you never know when you about to jump out your seat watching him. And I like having him on my team, not against him.